Rightio, morning world, Hippy Trev here. It's just gone, let me have a look. Just gone 4 o'clock in the morning, my time, not your time. Roll the intro.
Hi, Hippy Trev here, and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it.
Rightio world, so I've just woken up out of the blue and didn't know what time it was. I've tossed and turned quite a few times and tried to go back to sleep and just couldn't, and so I thought I'll just get up and check the phone. It was 3:45 in the morning, so and I'm just wide awake. There's no way I'm going back to sleep now, so I thought I'd just sit down and do this. So yeah, wow, a couple of big days so far, and I've got a 200-mile push today or thereabouts to get where I'm going. So it's about half of a day's run when you want to put it like that, so it's still a fairly big day. It's 300 and something kilometres. So, and firstly, what I'd like to say is I'd like to give the Fig Tree Motel where I'm staying here in Narrandera a really big thumbs up. I rolled into their driveway, completely exhausted, filled up the bike, rolled into the driveway, and I just walked in and said, "Oh, look, guys, do you remember me? This is the third time here in a year. The last time I was here, I rolled into your driveway and my bike blew up." And the lady just "Oh shit, I remember you straight away." So, and I said, "Look, can I please have a room?" I said, "Yeah, we've got one over there on the side." Then I said, "Look, can I just have a room on the ground floor, please?" And anyway, they gave me the room next door to the one I had last time I was here. And as the old bloke was coming to sit up, she come running out and saying that's not it. But anyway, she said, "Look, just have it." So that was good. Look, the last time I was here, also, they've got a bar here and so forth, and I asked if I could buy a bottle of bourbon out of their bar so I didn't have to go anywhere. So, same thing, they say, "Look, can I buy a bottle of bourbon straight out of your bar?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure, no worries." So they sold me a bottle of Jack's for pretty much the same price as you buy it out of the shop. Gave me 2 buckets of ice, and then this time they were cooking in the motel, which was really good. Last time there was no food here, so I didn't have to order anything or a pizza like I did last time. I had a grilled barramundi with chips and salad, and it was just absolutely fantastic. I paid the same price for pretty much a home cooked meal, if not better, for grilled barramundi, chips and salad. I paid the same price as I did for that shitty Domino's pizza with a bottle of Coke that I didn't want, and garlic bread was burnt to the shit up in Narrandera the other day. So yeah, I can't say enough about the Fig Tree Motel. They go out of their way to take care of you. They were just so nice and friendly. If I am back this way, this is the only motel I'll stay in. And price-wise, yeah, pretty good, 105 for a room. And I didn't even argue the price because they just gave me what I want and really looked after me. So this is my motel room. Yeah, my gear's sort of all spread out everywhere, as you do when you're travelling. It's hard to believe I can get all this shit, and the saddlebag here. It's hard to believe I can get all this shit on the bike. Now I also bring my own tea bags, I bring my own spoon, and I also bring my own cup. Now Jamie and my son Jamie and all them, they don't watch my videos, but that's my granddad cup the grandkids gave me 3 years ago. It's got no handle, but it's still my favourite cup. So, and as far as yeah, look, and the other thing, as far as cost wise, it's cost me what was I like that? It's cost me about $400 to get down so far. So the first day was about $100 of fuel on the bike to get from Biggin down to Narrabri, with some pretty extra prices. I've noticed since I've hit New South Wales, a lot of fuel here is actually under $1. And for some reason, the bike's just been running better as far as fuel. It's not using anywhere near as much yet. I've been hammering along about 75 mile an hour. I tell you what, that Newell Highway is like the Wild West out here. I'm sitting on my 75 mile an hour, which I average between 110, maybe 115 k's an hour. I got these big ass four-wheel drives past me I'm literally standing still, and I've had coppers coming from the other direction at me and so forth, and they're all up in front. They don't even bat an eye. It's like the bloody Wild West out here. You can do your own goddamn speed. So a few rough patches here and there. The road from basically Dalby down to Mooney was the worst road. I just wanted to get off the bike. I'd had enough. Mooney down to Gundy wasn't too bad, and apart from that one massive big bump I hit in Gundawindi coming out, it bent the bloody handlebars on my bike. I hit that bump so hard I couldn't see it. It was just a big hole in the road. I hit that bump so hard it bent my handlebars. So, and yeah, after watching $1 Million Bogan last night in his latest epic of him and V heading up to Cooper Pedy, towards the end of the day, he was sort of saying that almost, why do you do it? And he said, you know, they're clocking 1,000 k's a day. Well, I'm doing between 700-800 k's a day on the bike, and I'm finding it pretty tough and hard going. Mind you, he's riding a brand new CVO. I'm riding a 1994 bike. Yeah, and he said, you know, it's not the easiest thing. It's not like sitting in a car. It's like, you know, your legs hurt, your knees hurt, your back hurts, and there's times when you're sitting out there, you're wondering, what the hell am I doing out here in the middle of nowhere? I'll have a bit of that feeling tomorrow. I think between here and Jerilderie, there is just nothing out there. But you know what? We do it anyways. Because why? Because we just love the bike so much. And I was thinking on the way down, I'm so glad I'm not sitting in the boat driving that down. It'd be boring. It'd be an endless trip, and I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it anywhere near as much. And the cost of fuel at the moment, as we all know, is just ridiculous. And even on the bike, I'm paying at one fill there. I think it was a big push of about 140 odd mile I did, which is a fair whack of miles. I can't remember where I was coming into. My brain's just all foggy. I mean, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. $36 fill. I've never had to fill my bike for $36 in my life, ever. Then I've had a couple of fills of $12 and $15, which is pretty much normal, but they're always been on the short runs. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So to get here, it's cost me around about $200. Now, if this time last year, this whole trip probably would have cost me. Sorry, it's cost me $400 to get here so far. Now, if I'd been here this time last year, apart from the 2 motels, you could probably half that fuel cost from $200 down to probably under $100 to get this far down. Where this time this year, I've spent nearly $200 on fuel on the bike just to get this far down. So anyway, and the other thing I find here in New South Wales is you cannot get Triple J on the TV. You can get Double J. Triple J used to be a digital channel that you could pick up on your TV. Well, I've gone through the whole TV program. I cannot get Triple J here at all. I can get Double J, which I've just got a little bit quiet playing in the background, but I cannot get this Double J. Sorry, I cannot get Triple J on the TV here at all, and I really do miss it. I might have to hit Pete up and see if he's got some sort of portable radio when I get down there. I should carry my own portable radio just so I can have Triple J wherever I go, and it just makes me feel like home. So, oh, anyway, well, I feel pretty bloody good. I woke up yesterday morning feeling like crap. I've woken up 4 o'clock this morning, bang like that, and I feel alive, and quite a few more cups of teas, and they've actually here, they've given me there's some biscuits that come with the place. Oh, and I've got to show you this, which I'm really happy about. I mean, it's still small, but they give you decent milk. Like, you know, you can get two odd cups of coffee out of one, you can get 2 odd cups of tea out of one milk. And when I went to reception, I said, oh, look, can I have a couple of extra milks, please? I like a few teas in the morning. And they just, no worries, just handed it straight over. So I don't know the owner's name. I call them an elderly couple. But whoever runs this Fig Tree Motel in Narrandera, absolutely a big thumbs up. And if they're ever going to stay anywhere. And the other funny thing is, when I rolled in, I think it was about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, rolled in, and they sort of, oh, we think we've got a room, and yet I got my room. There was about 2 cars parked in the car park. By the time I'd come in, done the editing, and gone and sat out and had my second drink, the car park was chock-a-block full. There wasn't a parking space left anyway, and I remember seeing at least 2 cars being turned away. So I was lucky to get a room. I was lucky to get a room on the ground floor, and yeah, and it helps being a regular. I can tell you that. Like, this is the 3rd time in the same motel within a year. First time was on the way down. This is like last year. First time was when I was on the way down to Pete's. Second time was when I come back and the bike had blown up out of Narrandera, and I got into town, rolled into their parking lot, and basically said, I need a motel, my bike's blown up, which RACQ paid for the room that night, and all my flights home and everything. That was good. Well worth being in RACQ as well. And when I rolled in yesterday, looking like I did, buggered and worn out and burnt, I said, oh, 3rd time here in a year, and do you remember me? My bike blew up in your driveway, and they just said, oh yes, we remember you, no worries. Bang, they just looked after me so well. So anyway, that's my early morning rave. I don't know what time I'm getting on the bike this morning. There's no way I'm getting on there before probably 8 o'clock or a bit later, because there's still plenty of skippies bouncing around out there. And between here and Jerilderie especially, it's just all, it's a lot of bush running, and there are a shitload of kangaroos bouncing around out there. God, I can't even speak. I'm awake, but my mouth's not. So I'm not going to be getting on the bike at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to wait at least 8 o'clock or a bit after. It's still warm. I sat outside there before. I do have my flanny on, but I could have quite easily been sitting out there in a tank top. It's like Queensland warm. It's just absolutely beautiful. So, rightio world, that's my morning rave. And as normal, I'll get on the bike later and I'll film the trip down to Pete's, which should be, it's about it'll be a 3 and a bit hour ride easily. Like I said, it's 200 miles, a bit over 300 and something Ks. And I'll be looking forward to landing at his place for sure, and just put my feet up. I've got to get 2 tyres for the bike. Back tyre's not too bad, but the front tyre, it's definitely on the way out. And I'm going to also do a service while I'm there. I'll change the fluid in the primary, and I'll do an oil and filter change on the motor as well. The bike's just running just superb. Yesterday it was just purring like 75 mile an hour. I've got a big fat mozzie flying around in here. I'll hit him with the fly spray in a minute. Yep, even brought my own fly spray. So yeah, I'll do a service on the bike when I get down to Pete's, and then we'll organise about trying to hunt up some tyres. Yeah, I don't want to be riding around on rags, but I'll have enough to get me into Pete's, and after that we'll have to work out from there. So, rightio worlds, glad to bring you guys along for the ride. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, not bad for an old bugger, am I, getting out there doing nearly 700k a day. I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, just apart from the odd moment, yeah, like the other morning, I was woken up in the middle of the night, and the arches of my feet were just cramping and giving me grief from pushing my feet up against the foot pegs. I was in so much agony for about 2 hours the other. So yeah, I woke up in the morning and my feet were just giving me grief. Not last night, the night before, up at Narrandera, and the arches of my feet were just killing me. It was just like so painful, you got no idea. So feel a bit better today, and yeah, last run down to where I'm going. So like I said, thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoy the ride, and we'll catch you on the road later on this morning. So cheers, you know the drill. Stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I'll catch you later. Bye.